we have a similar algorithm to them, and we do on a category basis. So if not, if you might have a good selling electric lawnmower, but B&Q has higher commissions. We'll still show your product in the electric lawnmower section above the B&Q product, just because we know that that product converts better. So we do on a category basis as well, not on a merchant basis in that particular example. I bet Twenga do something similar as well.
James, are there any other opportunities through the Twenga side where if Rob wanted to take advantage of those areas where he wanted to push certain products that are selling exceptionally well, that Rob could take advantage of?
Yeah, there's two placements you can buy in addition to the product feeds. A spotlight placement, which is charged at a fixed fee. And basically, it's a placement that highlights each product within the feed. So every time you come over and search, we've ring-fenced that product with a promotional text. So you can you can purchase that. The price varies on the product, the quantity of the products in the feed. And the other placement is a sponsor placement. So it's basically a banner placement we put on the final category page. So we can run it in gardening. We've got a gardening DIY category, and these pages receive the most traffic, and that's just an increased CPA to run one of them. And it's just a banner placement near the bottom of the page with promotional text and your logo.
Is it only done by that level of category, as in gardening generally, or DIY?
Yeah, and our main category. So yeah.
Categories. I mean, I don't know what your gardening department breaks down into, but gardening equipment, for example.
It wouldn't break down to that. Yeah, it'd be quite on our general categories. We are looking also to monetize much more our social media sites. So I'll let you know when we start doing that. Speaking to our marketing team about monetizing like you guys do.
Cool. We have to that question. Our biggest thing is that we have an older audience, and I think in the gardening sector there's a lot of people who are not okay with ordering online and wanting to order over the phone and things. And we'd love for Webgains or you guys to come up with some way of tracking phone orders that we could really push that to our users. So if you have phone tracking,
we do have the ability to do that.
We do?
Yes, we do. We can take. We have done it for a merchant in the past, many years ago, and it is something that we can do. We just have to speak to the relevant merchant who's interested in doing that and getting that in place.
It's a dedicated telephone number.
Yeah, the way in which it works is, or at a very high level, is you would be responsible for specific phone numbers. You buy phone numbers, attribute those phone numbers to the affiliate. So, if say for example, there's traffic coming through from Grows on You, your site would determine that traffic, and then it would show the contact number as whatever contact number you'd associate with as it Grows on You. And then if they call up, your internal system will recognise that this is a customer calling that's seen the number on Grows on You, and if the transaction is placed over the phone, then your back end would automatically attribute a sale to Grows on You, and then send some sort of file to us to say, right, this is a manual transaction.
It's like 60-70% of our visitors are over 50. What we can tell. So I mean, things are more and more people are more comfortable with ordering online, but we don't do much active promotion or pushing. But we would do more of it if we had the ability to track it with a phone number.
Yeah, I have to say, over 11 years, the number of people telephoning to order in has remained pretty constant over that period. I haven't seen a huge increase or decrease. It's about 10% here.
For you guys.
Yeah, 35% of ours is still by phone because our range is very complex. So people often want the reassurance of what they're buying and stuff. Often got supplementary questions to ask before they actually place the order. So
we're the same. Our phone levels are staying static. The web's grown and posts has decreased, but the phone's staying static. Yeah.
Same thing. Yeah.
For the maybe not for mowers, but for the plant sales, I really know lots of people who are phoning up ordering plug plants and crocus and things over the phone rather than rather than on the web. It's going to change, but
Do you have a phone tracking in place for
we don't have
any
any
merchants?
no.
Presumably something could be done maybe with like a voucher code type thing, you know,
Yeah,
throw
quote-
this code
quote
over
codes,
the
yeah.
phone
Oh,
when you
yeah,
place
yeah.
your
We
order.
could easily
We-
track voucher
If it's code, our operators are always trained to ask for the code at the point of taking the order. So obviously, if the customer has one there, then obviously they'll give it. So that's exactly how we would do it. I'm not sure about a certain phone number as such, but definitely if there's a code.
It doesn't have to be complicated with one.
Standard.
It's a simple thing like that. Taking the voucher code off.
Yeah, that's no
Yeah,
problem. We could do
that's
that
easy
easily.
enough. Yeah. Well, we get that even with e-shots. When we e-shot our customers, we often get them quoting an e-shot code over the phone, and we'll still take them. We're quite happy to obviously take the code and give them the fast as a sale, regardless if they pick the phone up or they didn't, if you see what I mean. But
Yeah.
so it's really no issue at all.
If that's something that you'd like to put in place, then I'm sure we can discuss and see how we can go about putting something like
Something is
this
in place.
Well,
really.
it is really, yeah.
So, for example, if there's my voucher code being quoted on the phone, I think we've even had that. They'll just go into our system as a voucher code sale, you see what I mean, and it just gets quoted. So, I'll be honest with you, for us it's very standard, let's put it like that, because obviously
Whatever
we-
goes quoted goes into the
goes
system.
into the system. We're on and offline marketing, so obviously codes are around everywhere, so I mean, regardless of what's driving it, so as long as it's
But do you
quoted
pay
on
commission
phones.
on it if it goes into your back end? See, we wouldn't. That's the point. If they quoted my voucher code on the phone, we take it, track it on our system,
And we'll
but
pay.
it wouldn't go back into Webgains, inevitably. Yeah.
No,
Not at the moment,
not-
no.
Yeah, that's right,
but you
yeah.
could do.
Yeah, we could do. Yeah.
Taking the code's really easy.
Yeah.
Actually attributing it back,
Back
obviously,
is probably
another
manual,
discipline
isn't
in
it?
its
It's
own
probably
right, if you see
manual.
what I mean, yeah.
The attributing element will be quite straightforward to do from our end, as long as we can get the data to say, okay, this voucher code has been, all these purchases have come through with this voucher code, and the voucher code was, say, associated with Gross on You or any other affiliate, then it will be very, very easy for us to take the data, so the order reference, order value, we'd be able to feed that into our
We
back
can do it
end.
for you, to be honest with you, even quicker. Do you know what I mean? It'd be quick for us to do it. It's pretty much hand it over to you to see the same data. Do you see what I mean? It
Oh,
would.
perfect. So,
Well,
yeah,
isn't it? It's dead easy, yeah.
it would be very, very straightforward for that case.
I just on vouchers, again, I'd be interested to just hear the extent that merchants actually use in a variety of, and so from affiliates' point of view, what they actually want in terms of vouchers, because from their side, I kind of think we're a bit static in the way we've used them up until now. I'd like to be a bit more sort of dynamic, perhaps, and it is that the way you want it? I mean, sort of, are you more happy with just a fixed sort of thing that stays the same for long periods, or introducing greater levels of complexity in terms of the voucher code system? Is that a good thing on that?
I think personally for us, we obviously like the long-running codes. I think that's really good for you as merchants as well, because it means that whenever someone comes onto your store page, there's something there for them to get, and that can be a spend and save. So it can be, £5 when you spend £5 off when you spend £50, and that way your budget is right there. It can just run throughout the whole year. But I think it's definitely worth doing, maybe 1 week a little bit more, or another week something different, because the variety keeps up there, and it also makes the customer want to come back and see what new offer you've got, and if they're coming to your site anyway and they want to see what's going on, I think it's always useful to do that.
But those more frequent ones, is it sort of best to have them product related, or to just
No, site-wide, definitely. Product specific ones do not convert as well. I mean, obviously you've got stock to shift, so you want to do these product ones. I mean, it's okay to have them on your store page, but they just don't convert as well as site-wide
you need
codes.
to come up with something so you spend
Definitely.
a certain amount of money, or you do.
Yeah.
It has to be presumably money based, isn't it, in terms of what you spend.
And I know at the moment, although it's completely different, the travel section are doing something quite interesting. They're doing flash sales, and that can be for 72 hours. And they'll just do a flash sale where they'll offer a range of products for a really discounted price. And that's working extremely well for them. I'm not sure if it would be worth testing out with you guys, maybe for a little bit longer than 72 hours. And if you did have, if you wanted to get rid of a couple of products for a cheaper rate, that's be worth trialling, I think. But yeah, just keeping things fresh and up to date, I think, is really vital, and obviously still having that long running one, so that people do know that there's something to get no matter what.
Did I understand you correctly when you said that merchants now on your site have a page where they can blog? Is it-
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we've got a what's hot section, so and that's just very conversational. So it's 500 words and images, so you can talk about the products that you've got, maybe a little bit about the summer. You can cut it and paste it from your own site if you want
It's
to.
a fixed
But
500 words that you can update and
Yeah.
change.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
What sort of feedback have you had on that? You know, impact on people's sales and that sort of kind of thing. Is that, have you got any sort of metrics on that as such as to?
It's fairly new, so
Yeah.
no,
Okay,
it's not.
fair enough.
I haven't got great stats for it yet. But our site is definitely becoming more than just a code site, and we've got a really big Facebook group of over 81,000 fans, and our email database is growing every day. So we're hoping the site's going to open up a little bit more, and that's what the blog's going to be there for. For people to actually just come on and read something as well as purchase. So yeah, and the site will be changing as well. We're getting a new look soon, so nothing too dramatic, but yeah, we'll have to kind of monitor that as it goes on. But it's kind of just good for you to have extra content and just your presence on the site, really.
From our point of view, with the generic voucher codes, we're not touching them at all because we can't compete with my voucher codes or vouchercodes.co.uk. As soon as you put a generic code on, people will go and search for it and they come up above us. For it, so we're not doing any generic codes. We're not touching them. And we won't touch them. However, for what we can do for the gardening sector, we'd like the stuff that they don't like, which is product-specific codes and codes which are, clearly for us. So we don't want 10% off more direct, because as soon as we say that, they'll go and say, oh, what are the voucher codes could I get? And we'll land on their site, the final click will be theirs, or vouchercodes.co.uk. But if you tell us 10% off Flymo 500, that works for us. And for the plant and other retailers, we know what people are looking for, like, they have a shade garden, or they're looking for shade tolerant plants, and that's the thing that the other voucher code people can't do, is that we want specific voucher codes for sets of products for different types of gardens.
Yes, specific ones would be more relevant
for us,
to you.
For us, yeah. Just because we won't touch the long run.
We have a voucher code section, but again, it's not our core business. But we're happy to. We pick up the Webgains voucher code feed, so just add them in. Any voucher we take, we add them in. But again, it's not like our core business is through the feed.
Yeah, we're pretty much in the same boat, in as much as we only really carry the voucher codes just so that we don't leak too much commission to the big voucher code sites. But to be honest, life was a lot simpler without them.
I think it's